How do we know the difference between what is fear and what is intuition? And how do we make choices in our life that align with our highest good and serve us and the people around us in the best of ways? That is the question I ask myself all the time. Is this my fear driving this decision? Is it my ego driving this decision? Or is this the right decision? Is this my intuition telling me it's the right decision? I have dove down this path and studied this for so many years now, and I wanted to share it with you guys. What I've learned in how to make decisions for yourself, for your family, how to receive the guidance from God, how to move forward on the right path. I'm sure we've all been there. A heavy weight is on you in a decision you have to make. For me, it's next year. Where is my 5-year-old going to go to kindergarten? But I've had these decisions throughout my life, and all of us have. And we know that these decisions really guide us down a specific path. And how are we supposed to know if that path is right for us? How do we trust that path? The number one thing that I have learned from my studying on intuition versus fear in decision making is that you want to feel in your body, number one, is there an expansion or a contraction? You want to get super clear in your chest, in your heart, in your mind, and in everything. When you think of the decisions you have to make and you go, either I send my son to this school or this school. Is there a contraction or is there an expansion? Because that will tell you, first and foremost, what's right for you. Your body will respond in a way that's right for you. And yes, sometimes in that feeling of expansion, there will still be fear, but it's still expansion. And with any choice you make, there is going to be some form of fear of the unknown, and that's okay, and that's totally normal. But if there's a contraction with the fear, then you know. So that's number one, is what is your body saying? Is there a tightness? Or is there a butterfly feeling of nervousness, but there is an expansion? That is your number one sign. Number two, you need to give yourself time. There are certain people, and if you've looked into human design and stuff like that, you'll know if you are an emotional person or a non-emotional person. And for me, I'm an emotional person. And if you are in my camp, you need to give yourself time. You need to sleep on decisions. You need all of the information to make a decision. And if you're a non-emotional person, sometimes in those cases, you'll know right away. Your gut feeling will be there right away. And for emotionals too, it'll be there right away. But we second guess. And it is a roller coaster. And so you have to really sit with this decision, maybe journal on it, write things down, pros and cons, that type of thing. But most importantly is time. Time and prayer. I love to ask God. I always start my day with a prayer. I say the Modeh Ani, which is a Hebrew prayer, which is thanking God for restoring my soul each morning into my body. But I also say, God, source, universe, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? I will go on a walk and I will talk to God. I will ask for help and I will say, what is of the highest good? Show me in this specific decision. Give me a sign. Sometimes I'll ask for signs. To recap, the first thing is expansion or contraction, and then you've got time and prayer. And then the last thing is synchronicities. And I want you to pay attention to the constant reminders, the constant whispers, or you hear someone say the same thing over and over again that is in relation to your decision, or there's these little things that keep popping up. And those are part of your decision. God is sending you those things for a reason. Synchronicities are not by accident. That is you being aligned with your path and listening to these breadcrumbs, so to say, following the breadcrumbs and really trusting the breadcrumbs. And so look at the synchronicities that are coming up for you. I feel like a lot of the time we try to just zone out everything around us. I think ultimately we do know what's best for us, but our inner knowing gets covered up by everything in this world, by social media, by what everyone else is doing, other people's opinions, and it is clouded and covered up with layers and layers of things that aren't us. And the amount of shoulds, I should do this, the expectations of society. I want you guys to know that in order to make the right decision for you, you need to peel those layers off and get to the core of it. And that requires silence, space. That requires you to pray, to talk to God, to the universe, to journal, and to feel what's in your body. And I promise you, with these tools, you will make the right decision. Only you can make the right decision for you. Not a psychic, not your pastor, not your rabbi. You know what's right for you, but you need to peel back the layers, get off social media, stop paying attention to what society is telling us to do, and do what your soul wants you to do. Love you guys.